I'll be honest, man. I'm actually really a fan of Sean Strickland right now. Ugh. Ah. Ah. Yeah, I'm really a fan of Sean Strickland. Um, say what you want about what he says on the mic. I think he does a lot of that for shock value. But for real, dog, I think that Sean Strickland is better than people like to give him credit for. Because in my opinion, I think he won that Cannonier fight. His jab work in that fight was really good. He did a good job staying out of range of Jared's awesome power. A lot of people thought that Cannonier was just going to run him through with some dental floss or something like that. But Jared Cannonier wasn't doing as good as people thought in that fight. He actually had better luck against Marvin Vittori, and then you give him somebody who is not ranked, but because they have the Dagestani Russia name, he gets fast tracked because everyone from Dagestan, because Khabib. And I got nothing against Khabib and Islam and all those guys and the Dagestani boys, but it's just amazing how because people think that they come from Dagestan, Russia, and train that they're the same fighter, and they tend to get this special privilege when, I'm not saying that all Dagestanis are trash now, but you got to give them a little bit more experience because fast tracking them isn't doing them any favors. I think Khabib had a lot of very tough opponents before he got that title. So when he got that title, he was ready to defend it like it was nothing against some guys, McGregor, Poirier, and Gaethje. But I'm getting ahead of myself with this. But let's talk about Sean Strickland because this guy needs a fight with either I'm going to call it Marvin Vittori or Jared Cannonier. I just don't think Abbas was ready. But he needs to step up in competition with the guy with a name next to him because or a number because I really think he could beat Paulo Costa. I really think right now he could beat Marvin Vittori. And if you do a rematch with Cannonier and they felt each other out, I think he could win against Cannonier if they fight a second time and I maybe even finish him. Who knows? But Sean Strickland is gifted. Does he beat Adesanya? I don't know, but I think that after he took that knockout from Alex Pereira and then that decision loss over Cannonier, which I think he honestly won in my opinion, and then he came back and then took a short notice fight and then got the decision over there, and then he, KOs Abbas. I really think that we're counting him out, and he deserves better than a rank 7 spot, like better than he could be top 5, I think. I think that he's that good. So I would either say he has to fight Paulo Costa, he has to fight either Marvin Vittori, or he needs that rematch with Cannonier. And if he wins against probably one, two, or all three of those guys, he could get a title shot for sure. Because Alex Pereira is leaving the middleweight division for light heavyweight, which is a toss up. I really don't know how that goes. You don't know if he can knock out Jan Blachowicz, but he has fought at 205 before. So I wish him well. But Sean Strickland needs a better opponent because I think that he's going to have competitive fights with these guys, but he could finish them if he catches them at the right moment, or he could out decision them. Because guys like Vittori, I kind of saw that he didn't have that good of striking. I saw that he was just kind of eating shots on the chin, and that damage from that Cannonier fight right now is coming back, and it's going to come back to bite Vittori really hard. So I think Sean smartest bet out of those three would be Vittori, just because he took a lot of damage in his last fight. Um, However, I really think that Costa and Cannonier are also on the table for Sean Strickland just because Sean is he's funny, he's got a lot of shot comedy. That's what I see it as. I know a lot of people get offended by the kind of stuff he says, but let's get him some contender fights soon because what's next? Costa, Vittori, or Cannonier? Let's go.